Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into an idea that feels like it's been pulled straight out of science fiction, but it's something scientists and philosophers are taking very, very seriously.
So let's just jump right in with the big question. Could you, your personality, your memories, everything that makes you, you, be saved just like a file on a computer? We're going to explore this incredible and incredibly complex idea of mind uploading. It's a concept that really forces us to ask what it even means to be human.
All right, so what are we actually talking about here? Well, in its core, mind uploading is this idea that we could somehow translate your entire mental state from its biological home, your brain, into a digital one. Think of it like this: creating a software model so perfectly faithful to your brain that it not only behaves like you, but it feels and thinks like you too.
Now you've got to be asking, why on earth would we want to do this? Well, the main reason, it taps into one of humanity's oldest, most powerful dreams, to finally overcome our most fundamental limitation.
And here is the core promise, right? If your consciousness is really just a complex pattern of information, then it doesn't have to die when your physical body does. For a lot of people, this is the ultimate path to digital immortality. Your mind file could be backed up, preserved, and live on long after your biological shell is gone.
But honestly, the potential here goes way beyond just living forever. I mean, if this tech ever becomes a reality, it could completely redefine the human experience in some truly wild ways.
Just think about the possibilities for a second. You could have uploaded astronauts zipping across the galaxy as pure data, no need for fragile human bodies. Or what about editing a mind file to boost your intelligence or even cure mental illness? And get this, because digital processors are so much faster than our squishy neurons, a simulated mind could experience a lifetime of thought in just a few minutes. It's mind-bending stuff.
Okay, so that's the dream. It's an incredible vision, but how would we actually get a mind out of a brain and into a computer? This is where the staggering scale of the challenge really starts to sink in.
First, you'd need a map, and not just a map of the neurons, but a map of every single one of their connections, the synapses. We're talking about mapping roughly 100 times trillion connections with perfect accuracy. To give you some perspective, that's thousands of times more connections in your head than there are stars in our entire galaxy.
So how do you make a map that detailed? Well, one of the leading ideas is a method called serial sectioning, and it is just as meticulous as it sounds. You flash freeze the brain, you scan an atom-thin slice of it, then you shave that slice off, and you just repeat, over and over and over again. The catch, and it's a huge one, the process is completely destructive. The original brain does not survive this.
And believe it or not, getting the map is only the first hurdle. To actually run the simulation, you need an absolutely astronomical amount of computing power. We measure that power in flops, which is basically how many calculations a computer can do per second. A simple simulation would need quintillions of calculations every single second, but a truly high-fidelity model, one that simulates every single molecule, we're talking about a level of computing that is just completely unimaginable with today's technology.
Okay, but let's just dream for a second. Let's say we solve all of that. We've got the scanner, we've got the supercomputer, we're ready to go? Well, we then run headfirst into a philosophical problem that people have been wrestling with for centuries.
And this gets to the absolute core of it all. The question that philosopher Thomas Reid was asking way back in 1775 is the same one we're asking today. Is that digital simulation running on the computer really you? Or is it just a perfect copy, an echo? And what if you make two copies? Are they both you?
This whole debate really splits into two main camps. On one side, you've got the people who say consciousness is just information. If you copy that information perfectly, then you've copied you. Your mind is basically software, and it can be run on different hardware. But the other side argues that no, consciousness is fundamentally tied to our biological brain. It's not just information. And from that point of view, a copy is just that, a copy. Your awareness never actually travels to the new machine.
The philosopher Susan Schneider puts this skeptical case very bluntly. She basically argues you wouldn't experience digital immortality at all. From your perspective, during that destructive brain scan, you would simply die. The lights go out. And what's left behind is a very, very advanced digital twin that just thinks it's you, with all of your memories and feelings.
And that, really, leaves us with the ultimate question. It isn't just a technical problem anymore, it becomes a deeply personal one. So, would you push the button? It all comes down to what you believe truly makes you, you.
Is it the physical structure of your brain, or is it that continuous, unbroken stream of your own awareness?